Hello everyone, welcome to Bonsai Expression. I am Christoph, and today, well, we are doing the aftermath of what has been a very stormy couple of days with the big storm that was Storm Amy that rolled in over here in the UK. Now today, it is much calmer, it is much mild, as you can see. No storm, no adverse weather, that's the correct word to say it, adverse. It's quite mild, as you can see. Nice bit of weather today. The storm has actually rolled over up into Scotland, so they are being battered with 80-mile-an-hour winds, which we were. And so today, I just want to show you the aftermath and the absolute devastation it has caused over here in the Bonsai Expression garden. It seems I am being hit left, right, and centre. Every couple of months, I'm doing one of these update videos into what sort of damage I am being hit with in terms of the destruction that these bloody storms are doing in my garden. So let's see what it's caused this time around. And yeah, the polytunnel, well, a third polytunnel. Let's see what happened to that. Let's have a walk around. First things first, I'm just going to start off and say the trees wise, most of the trees, as you can see over that side, no adverse, that's the word today, no adverse effects. All the trees happily survived, no drama. The only serious issue, thank the Lord, this time around is some of the bigger trees are on the sides. So as you can see, I've got a couple of pines, I've got a couple of Chinese elms down here, my big apple tree and my big Portuguese laurel have all decided that now they want to lie down because of the weather. So I just need to rewrite those in the correct orientation. The rest of the trees, as you can have a look, everything is doing fine. A couple of the smaller trees obviously just fell over a little bit. Again, over this side, everything's fine. And then I've got one little sorry, I've got toothache, it's really sore, I can't talk proper. I've got one privet that has just toppled over here, but as you can see, the rest of the trees just over here are doing absolutely spontaneously, brilliantly. They've all just doing really well. Nothing's fell, nothing snapped, everything's fine, except, as I say, the big ones. We just need to self-right these. Let's just see if I can grab this big monster. Oh, well, hopefully nothing has snapped. So I'm just gonna have a walk round, step over these, have a wander. And the big apple tree, let's just grab all of that. No, actually we won't, because it's also been fell on by another maple. And then let's move this apple up. There we go. So to make sure nothing, there we go, to make sure nothing else too drastic would happen with them, I kept them as close to each other as I could over in this sort of vicinity, and it doesn't look like any damage has happened to any of them, including this little Portuguese laurel, which, yep, just having a quick examination over them all. Everything seems to be okay. Nothing's, and as you say, I squeezed everything over in this area as well, so everything's fine. Now, considering that we were battered with, again, 80-mile-an-hour winds this year with Storm Amy, I'm quite happy to say trees have all survived, no damage. Apple tree is fine, the other apple tree over there is fine. All good. Now, you're all wondering, how bad did my polytunnel get it? And where exactly is it? Well, let me show you. The polytunnel is still standing. Ha! 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 I did it right this time. Just come on. So let me give you a walk around and show you just exactly what little damage, if anything, has actually happened to it. So the polytunnel, as you can see, is secure pretty much everywhere. Now, if I just come around this area, so I'm just going to stand back, you might be able to tell, there we go, on line with the fence, it is slightly higher just on this side than it is in here. So it is slightly lifted on this side. So the wind is actually been coming away from this side and it's been pelting over here. Now, unfortunately, I left the polytunnel unzipped slightly at the bottom to about here. So let's move these. So before I noticed, it was open to about that much of a gap, and then obviously it was been up, and as you can see, it's taken and it pulled it up somewhat off its foundations. So it pulled it up a little bit, and then as soon as I noticed that, I pulled the zips down and I mounted my chairs just underneath at the bottom, just to try and keep it down. So in terms of what I need to do in the future is I just need to go in. So let's get in the polytunnel. What I think I need to do is, as you can see, it is just disturb the foundations. I have got some of these old slate bricks. Here we go. So I've got these that were lying around the garden. I've got several of these that were mounted just like this, along all the way around, more towards the back, but I've only got like one or two on the side. So what I am going to do is I'm going to pull these away, remount in the floor. I'm going to resurface it, level it down, and I'm going to write a bigger slab for both of these corners. So ideally just like here and here, just to give it some more stability. As you can see, this one and this one are not quite in, and the gap down there, and this needs to be further in. So I've just got to make my adjustments, get this back down in place where it should be, and then that should be down on there. It's lifted up and that's been moved. That's gone actually under, it should actually be on there. So I just need to make the slight adjustments to it, but overall I'm quite content about how sturdy this thing is and how much of a good job I actually did with it first time around. So first test, Storm Amy, survived, doing quite well. I just need to reposition it back in its foundations, make the adjustments, and I had one little tree in there that's done quite well. So all being well, polytunnel is going to last this year, including all the storms that are going to come its way. We just need to readjust it in its foundations, put a couple more bricks slash slabs. I'm going to go and buy a couple more of these, cut them down half, get them in them corners. But that is a nice little update. Storm Amy, you have not beaten me this year. For all the rest of them storms that are coming away this year, you're not going to beat me either. That's it for my little update in terms of Storm Amy. It hasn't beat me, thankfully. So that out of the storms that we have had, the other ones have actually destroyed my polytunnels. This time around, I've done it properly. We've got foundations put in, it's sunk it in a little bit, and I've got those nice heavy slabs holding it in place. It's doing really well. So one storm down, probably a few more to go, because we know the British weather is absolute awful. So if I get them foundations done properly, I get a couple more slabs in them corners, I think I am set to go for this winter. The trees will be moved from here into the polytunnel in the next couple of weeks, because it is going to get cold very, very soon. We are going to get those winter months very shortly. Today, luckily, it has been quite warm, as it always is once a storm has passed. So it's been nice and warm, but yeah, doing really well. But chuffed it has survived. But as I say, we can always make improvements with everything we do. So I will do some slight improvements, and then I will have no issues with it going forward. In terms of the polytunnel as well, what I am likely to do, just having a look on Facebook Marketplace, see if I can get it cheap, is I am likely to get for that side and that side, I'm looking at getting those, I don't know if you've seen them, the folding tables you can get. So they are literally like that, and they fold in half. So they unfold, and then the legs come out like that, the plastic folding tables, and then my trees can obviously go on them, and then they can go underneath, giving me more room, more space. Looking at getting them cheap on Facebook Marketplace, because they're about £40 each a table, and then on Facebook Marketplace they are about half that. So if I can get them in the next week or two, I can throw them in there, get the plants moved in. Happy days. But for now, if that's all, and if you like this video, please do give me a thumbs up. Please do support the channel by giving me the thumbs up. Hit the hype button as well, because I want to get the video out. I want to get the channel growing. Let's see if we can get the channel growing before Christmas. Christmas seems to be a nice little grow fest for bonsai channels on YouTube, because everyone likes to get a bonsai for Christmas, whether it be a gift off people or they like to take up the hobby. Christmas seems to be the place to go. So let's see if we can grow this channel before Christmas and get all the new beginners in to this nice little community that we are growing. So support the channel, grow it, like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Over and out.